I do not believe that the foreign aid will be continued in the present way, namely giving money to poor people, because the money doesn't reach the poor people, it reaches the rich people in the poor countries, and that creates corruption. What we can offer is science, and the gap stems from the wrong handling of the use of science. We invested our supreme science achievements in information, communication, entertainment. We ignored the most important things. We didn't invest in education, we didn't invest in health, we didn't invest in food. What we did, for example, in the way of communication, we took a huge computer that would hardly enter this room, and we made from him a smartphone by introducing a small chip. It's a sensation. Otherwise, only the rich people would have computers. But when you make such a small computer, everybody can have it. The same goes with education. We can invest in education, technologies, communications that will make it available to everybody. You know, if a friend of mine asked me, what is the first step to help a child to escape poverty? I told him, teach him English. The minute that a Hebrew-speaking boy will begin to speak English, he is beginning to end poverty. Now about health. We are now building a second floor of agriculture, medical agriculture. Agriculture supplies us calories and food. Agriculture supplies as well medical. And it can be available to everybody. The poor people must have an equal entry to education, to health, and food. We can increase the food production 10 times. It doesn't cost so much money. And I think what I would recommend to the Davos conference is to make all important issues enjoying the same investment and intention of high tech. It's possible, it's available. I'm speaking from a country that has nothing and now is flourishing. And we are typically Middle East. And I think this is the way to go out. Not the distribution of money, but the distribution of knowledge. The new currency is knowledge, not money, not pennies. And it can be done, by the way, in small groups as well. Here, for example, we start something new. You know, 2 or 3 students at universities are making a small high-tech group, and they take $200 or $300 a loan. We provide them the infrastructure. There are already 13,000 companies like it in Israel, 13,000, 60,000 students, and they don't need the large companies. It's a new way to do it. And I would recommend to governments and companies, go to the universities. Don't go to see the great organizations. Go to see the great knowledge. And better visit a laboratory than to visit a bank, because all the new things are not in the printing of money, but in the introducing of ideas. So we have to change it. I think we are now reaching the second part of science, which is making it more humane. Not to enable the people to be richer in money, but to be the people richer in human capacity to overcome the old sins and old gaps. And I want to tell the people who are here, head CEOs, I think you are more serious than you think. I see many CEOs are giving back money to their communities. I don't think that a manager of a CEO wants to go back home and this boy or girl will ask him, Father, did you do anything for us, or just you're making money out of the poor? He says, no, I want to be a contributing person. And this is the new spirit. We have to improve our own vision, not to run it on a technological, realistic, pragmatic level, because nothing is just realistic or just pragmatic. A great deal is visionary, and a great deal is virtually.